Hey guys, I believe we are live. I'm gonna talk a little bit about how to make sure you always get conversation starters. Meaning how to always fill up your calendar with calls. So this is a really big part of making sure you always get the sales calls you need to get the clients you need in your business. It goes back to making sure you can connect with people, connect with more people, and get more prospects or more future clients leads into your business. So we're going to go through how to do this and how to open more chats, DMs. The thing I see often hey, and if you're watching this live, please do check in and say hi. And please share with me where you are right now in your business. Do you need more leads? Do you need more sales calls? Where are you? What do you need? So we can make sure you get the best training out of this. So we are talking about chat openers because there's a lot of we've been using or working with more than 700 coaches by now, and it's very often we see that we are running into this lack of creativity when we're not getting our calendars fully booked with calls. We're running out of creativity, how to get what we need. And the thing is, as we get more and more stressed out about not getting the leads, the appointments in our calendar, we kind of focus more and more on our own wants, what we need, because we get more and more frustrated, and we get more and more needy of what we're needing. So we start to focus more and more on what we need. And the thing is, it's not going to help us. We won't get any more sales calls. So this training is for you to get more sales calls in the calendar. If you want sales calls in the calendar, please do write calls in the chat. I want to see if you want to have more sales calls, if that's a part of what you need right now in your business. Please, guys, just engage with me so I know where you are. See, first of all, one thing is understanding the chats. How are we going to get people moving from starting up a chat and moving them forward to get them on a sales calls? See, there's some things that we see a lot out there right now, and there's a lot of things right now you absolutely want to avoid, because if you're just copy pasting what most coaches are doing, you're going to fail like most coaches in your chat game. So we are going to talk a little about do's and don'ts when chatting, because this is a skill set you need to master today in this world we live in today. If you want to get more sales calls, if you want to be able to grow and scale your business, you need to be able to master the game of doing chats, DMs. So what is it that we need to avoid? See, first of all, I want you to make sure that you are not becoming, what's going on here? That was weird. I'll get it back here. So like that. So first of all, we want to avoid being a robot. And I don't know if you've seen this, how many who's sending out chats where it's like, it's like a copy-paste framework. You can see it so clear. This copy-paste framework. It's not an individual chat. It's just like robotic, and it doesn't connect at all. And I'm going to be frank and honest with you. These are not working. I just want you to look at yourself. When you're getting these chats in your inbox, which I know you probably do, when you're getting those chats into your inbox, that is long chats, like you can see clearly there's nothing personal. Everything is just a copy paste from a long script. What do you do with them? I bet you do like me and like 99% of the coaches out there that are receiving these, that you just delete them, or you just move them away, or you don't answer, you don't reply. You don't want to be a robot on your chats. You also absolutely don't want to be needy. Because the problem when you become needy, how you will see that in the chats, is that you are trying to sell too fast. You are trying to sell too fast because that's what you need. I need sales calls. I need money. I need clients. And what happens is that if you bring that neediness, I don't know if that's really a word, but if you bring that into your chats, you're going to break it because it's all going to be about what you need. And you know what? For the person who's on the other side, that's going to be so clear to them. Don't be needy when you do your chats. And the third thing that a lot of our clients in their early days, they fall into is the pit of being too friendly. They are becoming friends. But the thing is, you're not here to make friends. You're here to help people, serve people, help them to get what they want. And you will not achieve that outcome by being the best friend, because people don't buy from necessarily only the ones they like the most. People buy from those they trust the most. That's where people put their money. If you only being friendly but not know how to move people, moving them forward, what happens is that you become one of those free coaches that give out your services, your help, and coach people on the chat without charging for it. So we need to stop that. Not saying you should not be friendly. You should be friendly, but you should also know where you're going to. So be polite, be friendly, know where to get to, but don't become a friend on the chat. I hope this makes sense. If it makes sense to you, please do write sense. I want you to, if you interact with me, I can understand where you are and what you need, and I can make sure you get the best training possible. So we want to avoid that. Second of all, the next thing we want to make sure what we're going to do instead here is, where do we want to focus? Hey, Sophia, good to have you here. So where do we want to focus? We want to focus on what we need to do. And one of those things is, I want you to truly care about the person you're chatting with. Like, individually, truly care. And I don't care if you're chatting with 10 people or if you're chatting with 1,000 people. I want you to truly care about that person who's on the other side of the table, because that person on the other side of the table is probably a human being who needs your help. And I want you to truly care. And I don't want you to put it into just being a system, something that you do in order for you to make money. I want you to truly care. And this is not just in the chat. This is in your business. I want you to truly care, to make sure that you give people what they need and not just what you need. So what does that even mean? Yeah, the thing is, you need to understand their needs. How would you know? How would you know what people need if you don't ask them? So you need to ask them questions to understand what do they need. This is your way of knowing, can I help them? Can I serve them? What do they need? You need to ask the questions. Not talk about you, just ask the questions. What do you need? And then we get to the last part, and that is, when you know what they need, your job is to serve. And what is serving? First of all, make sure they understand that you can help them. Serve them with proof that you can help them with what they need. That is step number one. Step number two, make sure you serve them to get what they want in their life. While you're doing that, you make sure that you're making money on that way. Everything is about serving, service to people. So we want to move away from being a robot and moving over to really caring and serving the ones we're talking to. So how will we find them? How will we find all of these people we want to help? See, this is often where I get the questions. By the way, if you want this workbook, to have it, to work with it on your own, please do comment workbook, and the team will send the workbook to you. Just comment workbook, and you'll have this in your inbox, in your message, of course. So please do write that. So where do we start find the chats? Where do we find the potential leads? See, I've been working now with more than 700 coaches. And one thing that happens is, first of all, when you're just starting up, it's probably about that you're not connecting to the people. But as you're growing, as coaching business growing, and when they get to scaling, the thing is, they will have more and more people, but they will also need a bigger flow of leads. So it will look differently depending on where you are in your business, but leads is certainly a thing we all need at all stages in our business. So where do we find them from? I'm going to share with you 18 ways that we do and share with our clients to do it. So let's run through these. The first one is the weekly client generator. That is our system of generating like valuable pieces of content week in, week out. So this is your content schedule or your content plan that is taking care of making sure that you're doing relevant content that both grow your authority and grow your ability to connect and build relationships. That's the weekly client generator, doing content. Then we have the lead magnet post. So giving away giveaways, gifts to your ideal client that will help them to raise their hand and say, I really want what you're giving away. Then we have what we call the bullet train lead magnets. Bullet train lead magnets is when we are getting those, when we're doing a bunch of those giveaway lead magnet posts, we will also find out that some of them is just taking off. And those we call the bullet train lead magnets. Those we can reuse again and again and again, because if they are giving you leads the first time, they're going to continue to give you leads if you keep reusing them. We make sure we can pin those, so we make sure that they are seen by everyone we are connecting with in the future. They will have access to see those bullet train lead magnets, which will mean that we will accelerate how many leads we're going to get. Then we're making sure that when we are getting those lead magnets and we're pinning them, that we keep rotating them. So it keeps becoming something new. So those people who already raised their hand before, they see now something new is coming, which means now you can start open up the new chat with them. So after doing that, we also have what we call the 360 milking, making sure that we are taking care of one piece of giveaway and keep seeing that from different angles. That's why it's called 360. So doing content that will attack you, giving away giveaways from different angles. If you go around in this group, we have several trainings on exactly. We have the content playbook. In that, will give you 25 of the highest lead giving posts that you can have. So we actually have this. If you want to have these pieces of content, the call to action content, please just write CTA, and I'll make sure the team will send it to you. So tag you where we have them and give it to you so you can have it as well. We have something called the maximum milk. See, the thing is, when you're doing content on social media, what really matters is getting engagement. And if you are making sure that you are helping the engagement on your piece of content, that just means that your content will get spread out to more people, which also means you get more leads coming in. So make sure you're making your content, making sure you always have more and more comments on it. Then you can use stories, reels. And reels are really effective right now, using those as well as to getting more chat openers. So then we have the Facebook group qualifying. What are the questions you actually ask people when qualifying them to moving into your group? Because this is a thing that most people are completely forgetting. Your Facebook group is a cash cow. If you know how to use it, we actually made a training in here where I gave you the complete funnel on how to use your Facebook group as the cash cow. So you'll have the Facebook group qualifying questions. You'll have the Facebook banner, which will give you leads if you utilized all the possibilities you have in that. And guys, I really want to acknowledge you for reaching out and getting what you want. So thank you for writing out here. The team will reach out to you, make sure you get the 25 killer call to action posts, and you get the workbook. And then we have the Facebook group welcome post. make sure that one will always give you more leads. We have the Facebook group feature trainings, a way to make sure that you every week will get more and more leads on those ones. We have the Facebook group featured events. Another way to make sure that you can get leads out of notifying people about event coming up. You have the outbound appointment setting. See, there's one thing is working on your internal inbound chat starters, but we can actually do this outbound as well, making sure we can reach out to people who we know is the perfect match, who we know is the ideal client to the service we're giving. We can do that outbound as well. I just want you to make sure that if you do this outbound, you really need to have the right scripts. Because if you don't, you're burning bridges instead. So make sure you know what to write and how to do it. If you want our help to write your scripts in either way, just write scripts in the comment, and we will reach out to you and have a chat about how we can help you to get the right scripts to either way, whatever you're doing. Make sure you know you're following up. See, the money is in the follow-up, and most clients are ready to move after 5 pieces of nurture. So we need to keep following up. We need to keep following up. That is where we have the money. But most coaches, I know, will start a conversation, but somewhere the conversation will die. The thing is, most people are not ready to move the first time you talk to them. So we need to keep following up. That's our job in the part of serving people, is to keep following up. People will be ready when they're ready, when this makes sense for them. Then we have a lot of congratulations. Everyone who's winning, everyone we can celebrate. We have a chat startup opportunity. Then we have something called the 9-letter question. A quick outreach to anyone on your list that you ever had a conversation with, and just check in what they need about what you're doing. And then we have the friendly connect. See, when we are connecting, every time we're connecting, we have an opportunity to connect and find out who's the person we have on the other side. And if we do this the right way, not the needy way, we don't want to get into the needy way of doing this and being too fast and too robotic. But if we do it the right way, where we truly check in, care, find out who they are, and just serving them with one step moving forward, you will be doing this the perfect way. So these are all about, we can always start chats. We can always have these conversations. And when we get into the conversations in the chat, we have a simple job of moving people forward. So if we're going to go through the chat flow, first of all, the chat flow often, 9 out of 10 times, the chat flow starts with anyone out there actually engaging with anything you ever done. If you're following just these 18, and we can come up with more ways, there's always a bunch of ways to start more chats. So if we just use these ways, you'll have at least 18 ways of having people to engage with you. When they're doing that, your job is to connect. Connect with them. Truly care, connect, find out what they need. How do you do that? By qualifying. You gotta qualify. Qualify, is this person the right person for you? What is their needs? What do they need from you? What do they want? Can you help them? This is all a part of you qualifying them. And if you want our help to get our chat scripts, we have 11 chat scripts for all kind of conversations, how to move people forward from engaging and to having them on a sales call. Just write scripts and we'll make sure the team will reach out to you. So qualify them. After we qualified them, after we know this is the right person for me, I can actually help this person. I know what they need. I know I can help them. And this is a now thing. They want it now, not later. Then we've qualified them ready. And now we can go to confirm, is this what you want? And we'll ask them, give them an offer to get confirmed that this is what they need. After we do this, now we can move into the part of converting. Now we can move into the part of converting them. And this is the part where you can get them on a call with you. And this is the part where you will have them. Oh, get that back. And you'll make sure that there will be a money transaction so you can actually help them. So guys, I hope that this has been valuable, because there's a lot of ways for us to be able to start conversations, and this is the fastest way to help people, to move people, serve people moving forward, to make sure you'll get more clients and help and serve more people. I hope this has been valuable, and please do write what you need and we'll reach out to you if you want the scripts. So I'll see you guys later.